In this lecture, we are going to learn what is ozone layer depletion under the subject of environmental management. So, ozone layer depletion is one of the global environmental concerns that nowadays people are facing. So, first of all, we are going to see what is ozone. Ozone is a element of oxygen or form of oxygen, and its chemical formula is O3, a gas composed of three atoms of oxygen. It bluish gas that is harmful to breathe. Nearly 90% of Earth's ozone is in the stratosphere and referred to as the ozone layer. Ozone absorbed a band of ultraviolet radiations called UVB. So as you can see in this diagram, this is the stratosphere and ozone is present in this layer. And because of this layer, the UV rays or most dangerous sun rays are not penetrate directly into the surface of Earth. So this is the protective layer of ozone. What is ozone? A layer of ozone O3 is present in the stratosphere 20 to 25 km above the surface of Earth. This layer filters our harmful ultraviolet radiations from the sunlight, thus protects various life from the Earth. It acts like a natural sunscreen for Earth. So as you can see in this diagram, in stratosphere that is approximate 25 to 40 km from the surface of the Earth, that layer ozone layer is present. Next we are going to see the formation of ozone layer. In the stratosphere, ozone is continuously created by the following reactions. The ozone molecule plus ultraviolet rays react to form oxygen and oxygen, that is separate the elements of oxygen. The ultraviolet rays decompose oxygen into the atomic oxygen by phytolytic decomposition. The atomic oxygen thus formed rapidly react with molecule oxygen to form ozone. So atomic oxygen is react with oxygen, that is O2 molecule, to form ozone. M is the third body necessary to carry away the energy released in the reaction. Again, ozone thus form distribute itself in the stratosphere and absorb the harmful ultraviolet radiations, and it continuously converted back to the molecular oxygen. So again it is the reversible process. That means ozone again contact with ultraviolet rays, then this will get converted into the oxygen and atomic oxygen molecules. The net result of above reaction is an equilibrium concentration of ozone. So what is ozone depletion? Ozone layer depletion is simply the wearing out or reduction of the amount of ozone in the stratosphere. Unlike pollution, which has many types and causes, ozone depletion has been pinned down to one major human activity. Industries that manufacture things like insulating foam, solvent, soap, cooling things like air conditioners, refrigerators, and takeaway container use something called chlorofluorocarbon gas. That gas we can call it as green gas. So depletion begins when chlorofluorocarbon get into the stratosphere. Ultraviolet radiations from the sun breaks up this chlorofluorocarbon. So because of that, the breaking up action releases the chlorine atom. Chlorine atom react with ozone, starting a chemical cycle that destroys the good ozone in the area. One chlorine atom can break apart more than lakh ozone molecule. So causes of ozone depletions are either it may be man-made causes because of chlorofluorocarbon release of or emission of chlorofluorocarbon gas, halogens, methyl chloroform, hydrochloroform, natural causes. So these are the causes of ozone depletion. What is the impact of ozone depletion? Because of ozone depletion, it will be harmful to human health. How? More skin cancers, sunburns, and premature skin is occurring. More cataract, blindness, and other eye diseases are happen. Next impact is adverse impact on agricultural. Plant growth, especially in the seedling, is harmed by more intense of UV radiations. And major crop species are particularly vulnerable to increased UV, resulting in reduces growth, photosynthesis process, and flowering. Next, the effect on plants. Physiological and development processes of plant are affected by UVB radiations, even by the amount of UVB in present day sunlight. Again, it will be effect on animals. In domestic animal, UV overexposure may cause eye and skin cancer. Species of marine animals in their development stage, for example, young fish, shrimps, larvae, and crab larvae, have been threatened in recent years by the increased UV radiations under the anthracite zone hole. The next is effect on materials. Wood, plastic, rubber, fabrics, and many construction materials are degraded by UV radiation. The economic impact of replacing and or protecting materials could be significant. Ozone is concentrated in the lower stratosphere between 15 to 30 km above the Earth's surface. So it is called as ozone layer. Ozone can be produced by numerous chemical reactions, but the main mechanism in the atmosphere for its production and removal is absorption of ultraviolet radiant energy from the sun. The maintenance of enough stratospheric ozone to absorb harmful ultraviolet sunlight is therefore vitally important to all life form on the earth. So how we can measures to prevent the ozone depletions? Limit private vehicle driving. Use eco-friendly household cleaning product. Avoid using pesticides. Developing stringent regulations for rocket launches and banning the use of dangerous nitrous oxides. Some international measures have taken place that are Montreal Protocol signed in 1987. Next, comprise of 189 countries now to reduce the chlorofluorocarbon substances. Next is national level measures. The Singapore banned use of chlorofluorocarbon product in 1991. Countries can control the import and manufacture of chlorofluorocarbon product. So conclusion of this overall or the overall summary of this ozone depletion topic is there is no doubt that the problem of ozone depletion exists and deserves extensive research and attention. With the release of each and every chlorofluorocarbon, our ozone layer takes one small step towards its destruction. And decision is to ban completely chlorofluorocarbon gas sooner than later cannot be decided by the United States or even the United Nations. Thank you.